Hey everybody, this is AYG's Alpha Team, here with another video for the Division. This is going to be the weekly vendor reset for all the Dark Zone vendors for December 29th, 2017. We're going to start right here at the Dark Zone vendor here in the post office. We're going to work our way around to all the checkpoints in the Dark Zone, and then we're going to go inside the Dark Zone and go to all the safe rooms and show you all the items that are being sold by all the vendors. We do a separate video for all the open world vendors if you're not familiar with the channel. And we also do a third video for just the best items being sold for the week. So if you wanted to see all the items being sold by all the Dark Zone vendors, this would be the video to check out. A couple things I wanted to chat about, just more general things about the game. 1.8 has proven to be pretty fun, pretty new, getting a lot of new people playing too. I feel like there's just more people actually enjoying the game, which I think is pretty cool. Since the end of the global event, there's been a new dynamic for the game, at least for regular gameplay. A lot of people running a lot more tanky builds, especially since 1.8's been out. There's been, everyone just running that high stamina Predator's Mark, high stamina D3 FNC, high stamina Nomad builds, and so it kind of changes the whole dynamic of the game. Like, you kind of have to just hit harder now. You have to hit harder and for longer if you want to take out these people running these crazy toughness builds. So it changes the dynamic of the game a little bit. As a result, I put out a video on the Nomad build that I worked on. It's a little bit... I'm actually wearing it right now in the video. If you look at the stats, you can see it's a little tough with lots of firepower and no reliance on skills at all. So it's really just more of a firearms toughness build with certain ways to heal yourself while you're fighting, along with the actual Nomad loadout. Pretty handy build. I really do like it. I really did enjoy making it too, and it's super fun to use. Like in PvP or PvE, really fun just going around and watching people run from you. It's kind of funny actually. But anyways, it's I'll put it at the end of this video. It's actually at the end of the open world video too, or if you just want to go to the channel and check it out, it's also there too. And I'm working on a Predator's Mark video right now. I've actually got 3 different loadouts I've been working with the Predator's Mark, and it's proven to be a little challenging to get the most out of it. I mean, there's very obvious ways to build it out, but I want to make it to where I'm taking advantage of the talents and the set bonuses as much as possible. So I'm really doing a lot of trial and error with a lot of different weapons, a lot of trial and error with different loadouts, like different levels of toughness and firearms and electronics. So it's proven to be kind of tough because there are a lot of different ways to run it and for it to be super effective. So it's going to take me a few more days before I actually get something worthwhile put out. I'm actually waiting on a couple of weapons that I want to get to. And no, it's not the house. I'm actually waiting on some specific SMGs and assault rifles, because the ones I have just aren't good enough, and I can only roll so many of them with my with my blueprints. So I'm working on that right now, guys. As soon as I get something that I think is actually a really good way to run Predator's Mark, I will put that out. Most likely it's going to be 2 separate builds. It's going to be a PvP build specifically for skirmish and last stand, and then a separate build for the Dark Zone. For the Dark Zone and, open world events. Because it's looking like you can't run the same build throughout all parts of the game. It's just not going to work out. But like I said, I am working on that, so stay tuned. As soon as I have something worthwhile, I will put it out. As soon as I get the weapons I want, I'll put them out. But so far, I've used it. I've been using Predator's Mark in Last Stand and Skirmish, and it's ridiculous. And I've been using it in the Dark Zone, also pretty ridiculous. It's just really fun to use. I've been playing a little Underground too, and it's pretty good in there. I mean, any PvE event, it's going to be pretty easy. So long as you know what you're doing, you have the experience. But I like it so far, and hopefully I'll get the weapons I need. And I am also looking for a house, but not specifically for this build. I still don't own a house, so I had a couple of questions on my Nomad video asking why I'm not using the house, and it's... If you're watching this video, you know exactly why. It's because I don't have one. Not everyone is that lucky with the RNG. And it's not for lack of trying, because I have been running constantly trying to get, just been grinding constantly trying to get the house, and that's literally the only thing I didn't get from the global event. I got all the other exotics, I got all the other gear sets. The only thing I'm missing literally is the house. So as soon as I get it, I will use it to its best, to its full advantage. I'll probably actually end up going to the optimization station and making it awesome too. So, but again, you have to have it. And I know I've watched a ton of videos on it, and people are constantly telling me, oh, you need to do this to get the house, or do this to get the house. I know exactly the ways to get the house, but it literally comes down to the RNG. Like, there isn't anything else to do except when you do the things to get exotic weapons, you have to be lucky enough to get the house still to drop. There's no specific guy you can go fight to get the house. You just have to get lucky when you get an exotic drop or open an exotic cache. And I just haven't yet. So until that actually happens, I will be without. But that's okay, because you shouldn't have to rely on one weapon to be the best at the game. Just rely on your skills and rely on your knowledge of the game, a little bit of your own cunning, and you should be okay. But outside of that, the new builds are going to be great. The new builds that are out right now and the ones coming up with the next goal event, I think it's going to change the dynamic of the game again, because we got a lot of stamina builds this time around, and we're going to get a lot of electronics builds next time around with the Tactician's Authority and the Firecrest. So it's going to kind of revamp the dynamic of the game again, which I'm extremely looking forward to, because I love Firecrest and I love Tacticians. Firecrest is my favorite gear set in the game. So whenever that classified gear comes out, I will be saving up all my Division Tech to maximize that to its full potential, because I'm going to love playing that game. Alright, finishing up here at DZ2 safe room. Not too good. Crappy holster. And okay gloves. But that's going to do it for all the Dark Zone vendors, guys. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more from RayGaming.com. Also, shoot us a comment if you have any questions, you want to give us any feedback. It's always appreciated. Until then, go ahead. Game on.
Game on! Yeah, game on!